Right, this is going to be a short video because Final Fantasy VII, it's not really a shock, is woke garbage. Doesn't really surprise me. I mean, with all the things that they've censored, we'll show that straight away. Because again, this people don't care though, do they? We have Final Fantasy VII. I don't care about this, but I'm bringing it up for a reason. Because this is classed as offensive. See if it comes up. Give me a second. Give me a second. Go to images. There it is. Go to images. There it is. Now, stop sharing. Because again, I know people don't care. It's the truth. So just give me a second. There we go. So I'm bringing this up. I don't care if people are offended by it or fanboys of this game. I don't care. The game's woke. Sick and tired of woke games like this. They ruin everything, as that says there. They remove this again because it's offensive. Oh, I find it offensive that this is in a video game, so we cut it out. We're Square Enix. We cut it out of the game because it's offensive. Again, that's how I knew it was going to be woke trash. That again, this game is just woke, and we'll show why. So this is someone that supposedly played it. And of course, Final Fantasy VII is absolutely stuffed with basically representation. Characters and stories are everywhere in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, much more than any other game in the series. Doesn't shock me, because this is all they care about now. This is all gaming is now. Trash. And what have I been saying for months upon months upon months now? Again, and yet you fanboys out there want to say that GTA 6 Rockstar Games isn't woke. You believe in fake reality. We live in a world now where you cannot make a joke, you cannot make a video game without these little crybaby wokies, these SJWs on Twitter crying because they're not represented in a video game. That's the world that we now live in. Anyone that knows Final Fantasy has been woke for over a decade, for decades now. It's been woke since Final Fantasy VII, the Final Fantasy VII remake, the first, part one. We all know what was in that club. We know it was woke as anything. We really do. So it isn't really showing anything sexual. So Final Fantasy VII, what was it? Bumblebee. Yep, this is how you knew the game was woke back then. This wasn't in the original. The original, they cut that out. There's a scene in the original game because it was highly offensive. It would have been highly offensive today. Basically, Cloud gets in a hot tub and a bunch of men. I'll leave it at that because I have to watch what I say on YouTube. And we all know they had to just add this into the game because they have to add that woke nonsense. They really do. It was cringe to me. It really is. I can't go into great detail on here because YouTube is a pile of crap. And yeah, YouTube has it out for me, so I have to watch what I say on here. But we all know the agenda that goes on. They want men to be feminine and basically women to be masculine, dominant, men weak, We already know that. They like men being beta males. That's why so many people simp over Cloud because he's a beta male. He looks like a damn girl. Let's be realistic. So that's why everyone simps over him. And already everyone is simping over Tifa. Because again, that's all these losers can do. They don't buy video games for video games, they just buy it to basically sit there and jerk off. But yeah, this game was woke back then. Literally, they've spat in the face of the original games. That's what they've done. They've wokeified everything, and it's just trash. It really is. It doesn't surprise me that they've cut so much content probably out of the part two, as I mentioned with the whatever his name is. In the original, he was you could make him your party member. In the Rebirth, supposedly you can't do that now. It's just woke. None of that was in the original. None of it was. But oh, we got to cater. We got to add representation and all that. We all know what company is out there doing that constantly. They did it with Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League. They did it with Alan Wake 2. They did it with God of War. And the next step is GTA 6. But you'll deny that one, not like it ain't a reality. But again, this is all you can expect from modern gaming. Basically, this is supposed to be a role playing fantasy game like Harry Potter. But of course, they have to inject nonsense into it, don't they? They have to inject their woke garbage just with everything. And I'm tired of it, man. I really am. I'm sick and tired of it. This woke crap again. At this scene, like I said, in the game, there was nothing but cringe. All I did with this part, they should have just cut it out of the game. It had no purpose in the game. It was literally forced upon you. It wasn't optional. It was forced upon you. It wasn't a side quest. It was like thrown in your face. You're doing this. Because again, that's all these games are now. Woke garbage. And I don't care what you fanboys think. You can dislike this video as much as you want because this is the reality. These games of today are trash. That's what they are. The original, far better. It really is. The original isn't woke. Even the original, there's no woke stuff in it. But oh, we go to basically Final Fantasy VII. Also, I suppose Final Fantasy 16, that was woke. Nobody cared though, did they? They literally didn't care. Spider-Man's woke. And of course, because this is a PlayStation exclusive, it gets a 94 on Metacritic. I wonder why, because it's woke. This trash, man. This is the industry in a nutshell. This woke nonsense, beta beta male Cloud looks like a damn girl. This is exactly what they want men like, and it's time to wake up to that reality. They want men. They don't like masculinity. There's so many wokies that I've had an argument with. They're like, oh, you say that men should be dominant and men should be masculine. Oh, I don't like that. You're a misogynist. They hate dominant men. They really do. This industry, these feminists, they hate men that do not bow down and that ain't betas. They really do. I've even had someone say to me that I should literally, basically, I'm not even joking. I had an argument with someone that's woke. They literally had a mental breakdown. They were like, oh, your breed should die out. Basically, as they were saying to me that I should kill myself. That's basically what they were saying to me. That people that don't agree with their mindset shouldn't exist. And what do these people say? Oh, the everybody else is hateful and all that. Yeah, I've literally had somebody that is woke wish death on me just because I said that men are supposed to be dominant. It just shows. But this is all gaming is now nonsense, trash, woke filth. That's all it is. They want all men like this, no beards, looking like girls, looking like absolute beta males. Does this look like a man to you? This is not what real men look like. Real men do not look like girls. That's a fact. But again, original was far better. None of this was in the original. Again, that's how we knew Final Fantasy was going woke. Then you had Final Fantasy 16, woke garbage. That's exactly what it was. Absolute trash game. This garbage. Absolute garbage game. They tried copy Game of Thrones and failed miserable. No one's playing that game now. Nobody is for a reason. And then, as I said, they removed this because, oh, we can't have this. We can't make a joke. We can't make a joke about this. Cloud goes into Tifa's room and picks her underwear up. And I believe you could use it as an item. You can't make a joke like that anymore, can you? Oh, but the games like Yakuza, they ain't scared. They're not scared to make jokes like that. But oh, Square Enix has become so soft and so woke. That's why they released that game, Forspoken, which was woke trash. That's exactly what it was. Time to wake up to the industry and the state of the industry at these times. So again, Final Fantasy VII reviews are out now, giving us a taste of what the highly anticipated sequel has to offer. And wow, and I want to make it very clear before I continue. One, I do not wish harm on anyone that has a different view from me. Two, I do not condone any harassment, hate speech, or anything like that. This is my opinion. If you don't like it, then click off the video. That's as simple as that. I never have condoned violence towards anyone just because they live a certain lifestyle. I'm making that very clear. Reviews are out, giving us a taste of what the highly anticipated sequel has to offer. And while we won't delve into spoilers just yet, one thing that stood out from our time with the Rebirth is it's full of representation, much more so than the previous games. What a shock. This was noted by our reviewer as she made her way through Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. There are multiple couples to find throughout the world. Again, why does it matter? This is why it annoys me. Why does it matter what somebody's sexuality is? This is what just makes me laugh. It's a superior thing. They just have to throw it in your face like, hey, who cares what they are? Who even cares? I do not play a video game because someone is interested in certain things. I don't care. I could care less. You just have to shove it in your face like, hey, this person's this. I don't care. I really don't. I'm not interested in that. I don't even do side quests in these games anyway. I didn't do side quests in the first one because I didn't care. I play the game, complete it, move on. That's what real gamers do. No one's going to be playing this game for years. That's just the fact. Is anyone playing Final Fantasy VII still to this day? No, they ain't. So there are multiple couples to find throughout the world, many with their own stories, just like Yakuza, where they did that. They just had to inject woke nonsense into that because they just can't help themselves. It's time they start making games and keep politics out of it, keep all of this nonsense out of it. Video games are meant to be video games. People play them to escape reality. They don't play video games to be subjected with real life nonsense. So they should stop bringing politics into it, stop bringing what people are into. That's why the industry is in the state that it's in. Video games are no longer video games. They're just movies and real life. They've injected so much crap into it, video games now. It's supposed to be a role playing fantasy game. Why does it matter what someone's into? Why does it matter? It shouldn't even be brought up because it's not real life. But again, that's how you know a game's woke. They just have to mention it. Who cares? Stories you can learn about through overheard dialogue. Jade even spotted one couple multiple times in the game. So again, it's not just once. With something different going on in their relationship each time she ran into them. I mean, what a joke, man. What a joke these games have become. Again, Final Fantasy 16 was a straight trash woke garbage. That's exactly what it was. And you all loved it. You all shilled it. You Sony fanboys shilled that game through the roof. And yet, is anyone playing that game now? No, I didn't think so. Again, because again, you Sony fanboys think that every single game that comes on your platform is a masterpiece. It isn't. Yes, Final Fantasy is a fun franchise. I ain't a hater of these games because you'll have people saying, no, oh, you're just a hater. You're just a troll. You're doing this for rage baiting clicks. I actually liked this franchise. I grew up with it. The first Final Fantasy game that I ever played was Final Fantasy VII. Didn't play any of the old ones because they're trash. They really are. They don't exist to me. They're just whack games. Seven's great. 16 was fun, besides the wokeness. 12, didn't play that trash. I played 13 though. The spin off, Lightning Returns. I played Crisis Core. I played the remake. And then I played Final Fantasy X. Those are the only ones that I've really played. All the others are, and Final Fantasy 15. So yeah, I'm not a fake Final Fantasy fan. But I call wokeness out. On the whole, it seems that there's been a conscious effort to diversify. Is it again? It is diversify the kind of NPCs you run into throughout the game. There are numerous couples that, while not tied to the story at all, are just hanging around, living their lives, embracing one another. In one instance, you can even find two women fighting before later. I'm surprised they even had that. Imagine if they added a man and a woman fighting. Oh, let's get that cancelled. Seeing them together all made up. Wow, it's not lovely, maybe to you. Because that's all you care about in video games is representation, all that nonsense. Told originally throughout the game, it's not too surprising that Square Enix has made more of an effort. This time around, Final Fantasy VII Remake already improved on the representation of the original Final Fantasy VII. There was none of that in the original Final Fantasy VII, and I played the game on the PlayStation 1 where it had like 3 discs. I think it was 3 to 4 discs. None of this was in it. So I don't know what you're on about. Maybe it was that. It's been decades since I played the PS1 version. Turning the entire cross segment. You can't say that word anymore, can you? That's classed as that's classed as basically a slur or homophobic. You can't even say that anymore, can you? Into a celebration of community rather than shy away from it. It shouldn't even be in any game to start with. It's a video game. I'm sick and tired of them bringing it up. There's a difference between, oh, someone's this in a video game, and something else. Oh, let's make a big deal. Let's make a big deal. Oh, let's act like this has never been in a video game before. We all know why they do it, rather than shy away from it. Given how the original has aged, Square Enix went all out making this, and we all know that they released the game. I did a video about it on BitChute. I think it's called Chrono Crisis. We all know what that game's got, and that's woke as anything. So yeah, we all knew that this game was going to be woke. They've censored so many stuff in it because it's offensive. Soon as they removed that thing that I've shown a few minutes ago, I knew it was going to be woke. I knew it was. And again, what did they promote with Tifa as well? Oh, she's a strong, independent woman. More feminist crap. Really is. This nonsense, and everyone's basically, like I said, simping over Tifa. It's pathetic. It really is. And the only people that simp, anyways, these beta males. I've never simped for a woman in my entire life, and it's pretty cringe and pretty pathetic. If you think that women find simping attractive, you're very delusional. They don't. It's cringe. It turns women off, and that's just a straight up fact. Characters included in Final Fantasy 16 2, it's safe to say that Square Enix is actively working on representing identities in its games. This is particularly nice to see with Rebirth, since the studio could have hidden behind the argument. Again, I'm surprised they don't do what Insomniac did. That there wasn't much to be found in the original. You want to know why? Because the game wasn't woke. I guarantee you the original people that worked on that don't work at this studio anymore. I guarantee they've all left, just like Rockstar Games. Half of the people that worked on the original games are gone. Same with Rocksteady. Why do you think that game was woke? Half of the team that worked on the Arkham games went before that game was made. Time to wake up. As soon as you see a older developer leave the studio, that's a massive red flag that the game's going to be woke. But yeah, you love it anyway. You love this woke crap. You love it. And it don't matter if this game is a good game. It really doesn't. It doesn't change the fact that it's woke. Game's probably going to be a good game. A lot of Final Fantasy games are. They're not bad games. But again, they do promote what they promote. They promote witchcraft, sorcery, and all that, the normalization of that. And also, they promote other things. But as we already seen with Remake, Square Enix isn't afraid to make significant changes, mere woke changes. They'll censor their own game, like they censored what I've brought up multiple times now. They censored this. Why? Oh, that's right. Can't make jokes like that anymore, can you? Because it's cringe. Yeah, it's cringe and it's offensive. And yeah, this is what I said. You've got these Japanese developers now bending the knee to these woke retards. You really have. You got these people bending the knee to these woke clowns. Yeah, again, like I said, with the Yakuza, like a dragon game, you have a add-on. You can basically wear it's funny. You can clearly see it's a joke. You find a pair of women's underwear as loot, and you can wear it as you can select it as a basically a add-on, basically as a attachment, and also there's a vibrator as a weapon. We all know that it was the same with Saints Row, the Saints Row 3, I think it was, running around with that purple dildo. Can't do that anymore, can you? Can't make jokes. Can't make jokes. Can't make any jokes because it's classed as sexist, homophobic, racist, whatever names they want to label you these days. That's why the industry is trash and in the state that it's in. Let's just make woke games now. Doesn't really surprise me that this game's woke. Again, I'll probably be buying it. And if I see any of it, probably post a video about it. The demo, I played both demos. Gameplay's fun, but the game is woke. And that's a fact. You can't deny it. You cannot deny that. So yeah. So yeah. And this is exactly like I said. How they want all men. So we'll look at Final Fantasy Rebirth. Well, I knew it was going to be woke anyway when I made a video. It's just some woke garbage. So yeah, even these people know. People have already made videos about it. The game's gone woke. So yeah. And of course you have these people calling it a masterpiece. I wonder why that is. Oh, Tifa, Tifa. Oh, mommy Tifa. Please step on me, Tifa. Please dominate me, Tifa. I'll simp for you, Tifa. It's pathetic. It really is pathetic. It really is pathetic. It's getting beyond cringe. No one's attracted by it. No woman is, and it literally is cringe. It just proves you're a beta, basically simping for a fictional character that doesn't even exist. It's laughable. But yeah, we all know you people were simping over Sephiroth as well. He's literally a demon. We all know that you people love your little reprobate woke games like Baldur's Gate 3. That's woke as anything. You love that game. You loved it through the roof, that bestiality and sleeping with demons and all that. As soon as a game gets that, it gets called 10 out of 10. But let's all defend wokeness in a video game. Yes, let's. But when Stellar Blade was almost changed by a feminist, you were all praising that. Yeah, this game's woke as anything, and yet you don't say anything. Trash. But yeah, I've already made, and again, this character here is not going to be in. There's details that have come out. You cannot have him in your party, yet the original you could. Again, once again, cutting content. I guarantee there's going to be DLC for this game. I guarantee you, because that's what they do now. They milk you idiots. They really do. I mean, then again, they made you buy Final Fantasy VII Remake on the PS5 because the PS4 version doesn't work on the PS5. They did it on purpose. Same with The Last of Us. 2 games that don't work on the PS4 without an update. Well, then again, with the Final Fantasy on PS4, if you put the disc in the PS5, it doesn't work at all. It crashes non-stop. That's just a fact. But yeah, you love this woke nonsense. You love it. That's why you gave it a 94, because you love it. You'll shield these games through the roof. You just love it. Again, Final Fantasy 16. is woke. It really is. It's woke. But as I said, many people are already simping over Tifa. It's pathetic. But yeah, you love this woke slap. So yeah, short video, like I said. This game, I'll just show it because it is woke. Um, Final Fantasy woke. I've showed all the old ones, and then I'm going to be ending it. Final Fantasy games. A lot of these games are woke. Final Fantasy 16 was woke. I've already exposed that. No one cared. Everyone shilled it through the roof. These Sony fanboys were like, "Oh, this game's awesome. This game's awesome." Many woke retards were crying because there was too many white people in that. You literally had these woke retards crying like, "Oh, there's too many white people in the medieval times in because it's based off Game of Thrones. That's what they went for. So of course it's going to be all white people, isn't it? Because that's again King Arthur and all that, Henry VIII and all that. What do you think was there? What do you think Europe was? And because that's where the medieval times were. Europe wasn't America. Of course it's going to be all white people. Retards. But you had many of these woke retards basically like, "Oh, there's not enough black people in this game. Or there isn't any black people in this game." Again, and if there was, go look at the storyline of the characters. You really think they'd risk that? A lot of people are in slavery. So yeah, you really think it was a good idea? No, it wasn't, because then they probably get cancelled. Just trash. And of course, you have Reddit, the bunch of basically incel losers that sit there in the mother's basement 24 hours a day saying that, "Oh, anyone that says a game is woke is just an incel and you're just a basement dweller." Basically, all these games are woke. That's a fact. Starfield is woke, Zelda's woke, Dead Space is woke, Hi-Fi Rush is woke. That's just a fact. Street Fighter 6 is woke. Don't know about Mario. Alan Wake is woke. Baldur's Gate is woke. Capcom is woke. Final Fantasy 16 is woke. Last of Us is woke. So yeah, I guess these people that say this are basically they're just losers. They really are losers. They can't accept reality. These are the same people that will literally cry when something's censored in a video game. Like, "Oh, I can't look up a girl's skirt." Yeah, you'll happily say nothing about woke culture in video games. They're the ones that want all this shit removed. Why do you think it ain't in the game? They're the ones that removed it, the wokes, because so many woke retards I guarantee you work at Square Enix. Why do you think they pumped out that garbage called Forspoken? That's woke. Oh, we gotta make a, a, a powerful female lead game. We've got to do it. Woke. Oh, but that's not woke. GTA 6 isn't woke either. Lucia is a powerful female. She's the main lead, and Jason's just a sidekick idiot. He's literally just doing what Lucia says. That's the definition of woke. And that's exactly what you will find out in 2 years. You will find out and you will be crying like, "Oh, Rockstar Games create a woke game." But then again, just like with these games, you'll give it a 10 out of 10. You'll say that these companies are awesome. Yeah, anybody else that does it, Xbox does it, Nintendo does it, Naughty Dog does it. Oh, they're the devil. Oh, their games are just woke trash. And yeah, or when you defend these companies like Sony. Sony's one of the most wokest companies on the planet, worse than Xbox. Every single game that they make is just some woke slop. So yeah, as the title says, the game's woke slop. Because it is. And you can just get mad about it. Because I don't care. I don't care about your little, oh, I can't handle opinion on the internet over someone criticizing a video game that I like. That's how you know these people are too attached to a video game. If you're mad about me saying that this game is woke, then you've got an idolatry problem. You really have. A lot of games that I've liked have been woke. Do I cry about it? No. See, yes, this game is woke. You're gonna see it when it comes out, and you're gonna love it. You're gonna be shilling it through the roof. You're gonna be saying, "Oh, Square Enix is awesome. This is Game of the Year." You said that with Final Fantasy 16, and it didn't win Game of the Year, did it? Because it wasn't Game of the Year. Every single game to you these days is Game of the Year. That's just a fact. So again, what a disgrace. Japanese company bending the knee to woke SJWs. Pathetic. And this is why, again, Korea doesn't bend the knee. Because they have certain rules. They don't allow it. But again, what a joke. Trash.